You can hear how Londoners are making a difference every day here on BBC Radio London. Plus stories from around the UK on the Make a Difference podcast, available on BBC Sounds and with Joe Good on Wednesdays from 1:30.
BBC Radio London.
It's Jason Rosam on the Early Breakfast Show, and I'm delighted to be talking to this next 16-year-old Londoner because she's pretty amazing. Talking about medals as we were earlier. She's got loads of awards. A British Citizen Youth Award, True Little Hero Award, a Young People Award, recognised by MP Steve Reid for Croydon in the House of Commons, received an award for Future Young Star. My goodness. During this year, though, many of us have tried something different. Has anyone put pen to paper and thought about writing a book? 16-year-old Emanuela Alusa decided to do something positive and create a book about her experiences in lockdown. And she's only got it published, and I've got it here in my hand right now, and she joins me. Emanuela.
Hello, sir. How are you?
I'm really well. Thank you so much for joining. I'm looking at your book. It's superb. It's called #It's a Pandemic. It's got a beautiful drawing on the front page of London and people helping others out. Did you draw that, Emanuela, or who did you get to do the drawings?
Sorry, it wasn't me, but I just want to start off by saying thank you so much for having me. It's a great opportunity. And a guy named Kevin Mowell, he drew this for us. So I had a concept, an idea that I wanted to do, and he literally just drew it amazing, and I just thank him so much.
It is wonderful. And just tell us about the book, because it's a bit like a diary. You go from day to day during the first lockdown, don't you? Explain what you did and how it came about.
So with the motivation of my mum, she kind of inspired me to write the book. So in the days, it has like from day one to the first day, I heard about the pandemic, and I was just like expressing my thoughts on it. And then it started with me, it progressed with me going to leave school. And then it continued with me saying that how my lockdown was, the things I did, all the way to like around August time.
I'm just looking, I love the fact that on one of the days, I've just put on page 27, day 25 or something. I only choose it because it's in between 20 to 30. I mean, it's a really lovely, there's even poems in there, and your school, and the stuff about not just growing up or being in London in the pandemic. You're looking at international stories in there as well, aren't you?
Yes, sir. So it consists of New York as well, because New York was one of the places that was really hit the most. So I decided to also put that into the book as well.
And how did you? I mean, they're so good. There's loads of photos and everything, and it marks the whole lockdown for you. How did you get it all together in a book like that?
So our family we're kind of an entertainment family. So we're always taking pictures, we're always videoing like key moments and milestones. So we just literally got all the pictures together, and some of them were like key events because my birthday was during the pandemic as well. So we just kind of, we kind of just got all the pictures together.
And that's marked in the book, isn't it? Your lockdown birthday.
Yes, sir.
You're 60. I mean, what would you have done if you could have done a big party or something for your 16th? What would you have done that you weren't able to?
Oh, my goodness. I would have done so much. I was going to have I was even thinking of having like a helicopter, just take me to the party. I mean, it is a bit extreme, but, have a whole party and invite loads of people, have friends and family, and just be the star of the show, really.
And you are a bit of a star, because I mentioned you're getting ready you're doing your A-levels now, aren't you? But you've been awarded the British Citizen Youth Award, True Little Hero Award, Young People Award, recognised by, is it your local MP, Steve Reid?
Yes, sir.
In the House of Commons for Croydon, and received an award for Future Young Star. My goodness, you're going places, girl.
Thank you.
How did you get, what do you do to get all those awards?
With the help of my family as well. I feel like with the things I do, just to let people know, I thank God for so many opportunities. I just wanted people to kind of go on this journey with me. But I always say, if I have all these awards, they don't mean anything to me unless I fully fulfill what they say. So I always want to leave somewhere with making an impact to someone else and give them motivation. And that relates to the book because it's about hope. It's about, giving people positivity during these times as well and encouraging them.
You are a smashing example of the real youth of London. And we hear all the time, don't we, about how young people are terrible and they're stabbing each other and it's horrible and young people this and young people that and all the crime and all of that sort of stuff. But it's people like you, Emanuela, who are out there doing positive things like this, writing a book and getting all those awards and doing stuff in your community. And I'm delighted that we're able to display it here on BBC Radio London, because we too often talk about the other side of young life in London, don't you think?
Yes, I really feel like there's so many things that go on in London, crime, police brutality, so many things that young people need to do. And I'm not trying to seem boastful or anything, but I do want to set an example, and I do want someone to kind of see themselves in me and see that when they want to do something, they can achieve it with the help of others. I really think it's important to have, faith, to have your family around you, supporters. We all need people such as BBC who are helping me, let this become more well-known, give people the hope during this pandemic, because we still are in a pandemic, which is why at the end of my book it says to be continued. So I really want to give people just a lot of hope and just to show love and give people a smile on their face.
Well, Emanuela, you've certainly put a smile on my face this morning, and I'm sure everyone else that's listening to you. Thank you very much for coming on, bringing your positivity, and I'm sure most of London's youth are like Emanuela. There's more of them than there are of the others. Thank you for that. And can you buy the book, Emanuela?
Yes, definitely. You can buy the book on my website, Emanuela Alausa Bookstore, Big Cartel, and you can also get it on Amazon. You can get it on Waterstones. If you're in America, you can get it from Nobles.
Brilliant, Emanuela. Thank you. It's called #It's a Pandemic. Vanessa Feltz is here with breakfast.
Thanks so much to Jason Rosam for